Hey everybody, on tonight's episode we are going to be reviewing What We Do in the Shadows and 2 episodes of Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
This is your horror word with Shane and Perd. Howdy, folks. Yet another exciting edition of the Horror Word with Shane and Perd. This week we checked out What We Do in the Shadows, and we checked out a couple episodes of Ash vs. Evil Dead. We watched episodes 4 and 5. I know they're a little farther along in the episodes, but
Yeah.
we've had other things to review. We've had other things to check out. But we're getting caught up. We're getting back to where you are.
Holidays.
Yeah, pal holidays, eats up some time. Thankfully, we can talk about stuff that's technically a spoiler because you've already seen the episode. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, we're getting caught up, so technically you can spoil things for us. So, don't do that. So, What We Do in the Shadows. This is a movie, documentary style, about 4 vampires who live in a flat together in New Zealand. They're of different ages, so they're different types of vampires. There's a more gristled old 1,000-year-old vampire. There's kind of a punk sort of younger vampire kid. But it goes about their day-to-day lifestyle, just what they do in their daily goings about.
Yeah, it's kind of in the vein of like The Office or Parks and Rec, where there's little testimonials, little one-on-ones.
Just sort of over the shoulder of the characters as they go through their day-to-day existence. They don't really break the fourth wall too much. They chase the cameras once in a while, but there's a few characters that are particularly memorable. One, Vladislav,
Here's my favorite,
played by one of the gentlemen from Flight of the Conchords.
whose name will appear right there.
Right there. Come right out there. He plays more of the Vlad the Impaler type character, and like they all kind of take on sort of like a previous vampire sort of archetype, and they're all readying themselves for this big masquerade ball, this big undead ball that's coming up down the line, and it's vampires and werewolves and things of that, and they beef with vampires when they see them and have kind of like a little Jets versus werewolves, not other vampires.
Yeah, they beef with werewolves.
They beef with other werewolves in their universe there. So they pass by some werewolves on the street and say they could smell them, and they have a little howl off, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So overall, I enjoyed the flick. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was creative.
Yeah.
The take on it was different.
Clever.
Yeah, it was decently violent.
It had some serious gore in it, for sure.
There was a couple good neck bites in there that just ended up turning into gushers that got to be too much for the characters and got a little overwhelmed by the gushiness of it. But
because they were trying to keep the kill clean, but he's like, "Oh shit, I
relatively
hit an
clean.
artery."
He's like, no, I hit the wrong blood vessel or something here. Not just this
blood.
It's just an awful mess.
Spraying everywhere.
All right,
Good
get some
stuff.
container or a filter or something like that. Funnel that out and maybe into a container somewhere.
Yeah.
But overall, we liked the movie. Not the best one I've seen in the last year. There was a couple little slow points in it where it just sort of like dragged a little bit in the middle there. I felt there was more attention given to one human character than any other character in the whole thing. There was one friend that everybody seemed to focus on, and everybody seemed to be the hugest pal of, and they put a lot of effort into amusing that one character, and I didn't
think the character was all that great.
Not really.
Stu?
He was a human Stu.
Just like whatever.
It was just everybody's human friend.
Everyone just loves Stu.
They were jumping over fucking each other trying to be Stu's friends.
All right, well, Stu's
kicked
okay,
ass,
but you didn't show me anything.
No, but they end up going to battle for Stu towards the end of it, and have to bail on things because they can't really have him as a human friend. But Stu, gets in good with the werewolves towards the end there, and then everybody can live happily ever together in their little undead world there. So overall, I liked it. I would give it.
It was cute.
Rating.
I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 is good.
Yeah, 3 out of 5.
I'll do 3. I'll do 3 as well.
Definitely above average.
Above average. Worth checking out. Definitely. We saw this one on a list of better horror movies in the last year, which I do agree. It's been better than some of the other things that we've encountered in the last year. But What We Do in the Shadows. Check it out.
We also watched 2 episodes of Ash vs. Evil Dead. Episode 4, titled Brujo?
Brujo, because that's.
Let's talk about that one.
Yeah. This starts. It picks up where the last episode left off. The last episode was them traveling to the bookstore to find the kind of scumbag wussbag demon that they summoned.
Wussbag demon.
Wussbag demon. Yeah. They summoned him to try to kind of find some information about how to close the portal and why the Kandarian demons are on the way over. Yeah, no, it's really not. You summon a demon to fight a demon. It's not. But anyway, so wackiness ensues. The book collector gentleman gets possessed. The opening of the episode starts revealing Lucy Lawless's character to everybody. Mm-hmm. Her now believing that Ash is the cause of her parents' death, flashing back to the Evil Dead movies.
Yeah, because she's related to one of the females that Ash kills. Mm-hmm. I don't remember which one.
I think it was going off of the second movie.
Annie? I think she said Annie?
Yeah. She says mother and father were both killed by Ash, so it could be Scott.
Oh.
Okay. Scott could be the other one, but...
Okay. But she knows about the demons.
Yeah, she does know about the Kandarian demons. So why did she want
to take her revenge on Ash when Ash was clearly defending himself from the demons?
She believes that Ash is the cause of it. But at the same time, in this universe, Ash is kind of the cause of it. Ash is the one that accidentally...
This one, for sure.
This is the kind where he's just like, oh shit, I accidentally summoned the demons. So, so they reveal that her character is following Ash, seeking revenge for her parents. So her and the really cute black cop girl, they partner up, and now they're homies. Now they're road dogs. So they get on the road, start chasing after Ash. Turns out they have Ash's existing, actual, still organic hand that is pointing them the directions of where to find Ash.
They're using it as a GPS.
I don't know if it would be like the best GPS ever. It'd probably smell really bad. It's just like...
It'd be terrible.
Right.
Like, do I turn... Oh,
I turn right here. Okay, we go this way now. So it's called Brujo because they go to see Pablo's uncle, who is this kind of mystical shaman who's supposed to help Ash and them.
Wait. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's like his uncle.
Yeah.
Like
uncle?
his grandpa.
Okay, yeah.
Something like that. So it's Pablo's uncle, and he's called a Brujo, which is, I think, like a kind of South American or Mexican shaman of some sorts.
Yeah, he's a shaman.
So he gives Ash ayahuasca tea, and if you know what ayahuasca is, you know he needed to pack his bags because he was going on a trip.
Kill you with my family, chop them up in little pieces, eat them, come over to your house the next day and shit them all in your face. Kill you with my family, chop them up in little pieces, eat them, come over to your house the next day and shit them all in your face. You should all smoke DMT and join my cult, motherfucker. Today's a good day, today's a good day, today's a good day. Today's a good day, today's a good day, today's a good day, today's a good day.
Yeah. You're freaking out, bro. Calm down. You're screaming about snakes and spiders and stuff.
Yeah.
Relax. So Ash takes the ayahuasca tea, starts losing his marbles, travels off to Jacksonville, Florida. God knows why anybody would want to go there.
That's his happy place.
That's his happy place is Jacksonville.
Jacksonville,
Florida. 2 hands, ready for 2 beers. Good shit.
Yeah.
So the trip ends up going bad when they find out that Kelly, the other sidekick, was possessed by the wussbag demon from the previous episode. Mm-hmm. That's where the episode essentially cuts off. Episode 4 ends with the reveal of Kelly being the demon, Ash not being possessed, and then them all kind of rallying against her. So that's where episode 4 ends. Picking up in episode 5, the second one we watched, was called The Host. So this focused almost solely on Kelly's possession.
Yeah,
most of the episode focused on them trying. They waterboarded her at one point, you know what I mean, and like they just did all sorts of waving sticks at her and things like that. And I've noticed a trend with the show where they'll introduce a character every episode and then immediately kill them at the end of the episode. If you're not a main cast character, you are dead on your first episode.
And we almost thought Kelly was going to be killed.
I thought Kelly was history.
Yeah.
I thought Kelly was history this episode because towards the end she started to be like, "Oh, you gotta kill me, the demon's being a dick," and blah. But
and she's like, put a cross on my grave, and he's like, well, I know she's Jewish, so it's fine.
You're a demon, wussbag demon too. I'm watching you. So as the episode progresses, they do in fact expel the demon from Kelly and kind of send it off into the
He
wingdings there.
climbs out of her mouth.
It's pretty kind of, I don't know, the CG was whack.
It was kind of weird because he didn't have to climb into her mouth to get into her body. He
No.
just kind of was there. So why did he have to
physically
climb
climb
out?
out, you know what I mean?
But it was a cool visual.
And of all the orifices to choose to climb out of, buy that one.
Oh,
Right?
Imagine another one.
The places. And this is one that, like, they would do that, though. This is Cinemax show, or Stars.
Stars,
So, like,
yeah.
he could have crawled out of her poop chute. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that would have been.
Definitely.
But she would have been destroyed.
Oh yeah. She would have been farting wind forever.
Yeah.
Just... No good.
Yeah.
No good farting wind there.
Come throw your golf pencil down our mine shaft.
Like a hammer into a closet. Clunk, clunk, clunk. It's like down a mine shaft, really?
So anyway,
so these two episodes...
Demon gets out, and then Ash blows it away with a shotgun.
One
and
big green
a bunch
splatter.
of green shit everywhere. So I guess demons are filled with green shit.
Yep.
I wasn't too into that, but whatever. I mean,
it's all right. I mean, it was
Whatever.
more like an alien death than anything. You know what I mean?
for me, both of these episodes weren't as strong as the first three.
No,
I wasn't sitting on the edge of my seat like, oh, this show is awesome. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
These ones felt
right.
they felt short. It felt like, I mean, they each episode when you watch them without commercials, they have a 25-minute runtime. So it's a relatively short thing. You're looking at kind of an Aqua Teen Hunger Force sort of runtime there, where it's like, oh, the episode's over. Okay, we're done.
They just weren't as fun though.
No,
They
it
weren't
was.
as humorous.
They focused on, I mean, monsters, demon possession, things like that.
They were both really dark.
And Kelly's demon possession was not lighthearted. There was no, I'm gonna rape your soul. There was no goofiness that you expect from a Kandarian
It
demon.
was all real serious.
Just all real serious. Black eyes, ripping her teeth out, things like that. No good. But I'd say all in all, I'm still with the show. I'm
Of
still
course.
enjoying it.
Of course.
I would go a lower score. I wouldn't give these episodes perfect.
No, I really wouldn't.
I'd have
These
to
are not perfect
I'd have to go
episodes.
Brujo 3. I'd have to go 3 on Brujo because that one
Agreed.
wasn't that great.
That episode was mostly just a giant trip.
That was mostly Ash just tripping out on the beach in
And
Jacksonville, Florida.
there was some decent stuff in the trip, but
Not anything to warrant a whole episode.
not anything to be like, this is
No.
amazing.
Best episode ever.
Yeah, I agree. I would also give it a 3.
So, and then
Yeah.
Host also a 3. Also, they were not the strongest.
Yeah, and it ended on a kind of shitty, sad note, and it just
Mm.
wasn't. It just didn't have that. Yeah, it was just like, all right. Yeah, also a 3. I agree.
Yep.
3s. We went from 5s down to 3s.
3 episodes, 2 episodes. So we're 5 episodes down. They've now aired 9 episodes on the show, so we're going to get the rest of them knocked out. We've got some catching up to do, but we've got a lot of requests for films to review. We've got a lot of people on Twitter writing, asking us to check out their specific independent movies too now, so that's another thing.
I got some messages on Facebook about they want more old films.
Old
they want
films,
us to talk
80s,
about
80s films, things like that.
reviewing old films and stuff. So we could definitely do
We
that.
do some 80s films.
I just picked up Christine the other day because it was really cheap on Blu-ray.
John Carpenter.
Yeah, I love that movie, but
Early
I
John
haven't
Carpenter.
seen it in a while.
He's still alive, right? He didn't die this year.
Carpenter's doing a concert in like some far off land that I can't get tickets for.
Because I'm saying,
He's
like,
doing all of his soundtrack shit live.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's incredible.
That's dope.
I
That's
would
dope.
love
Check
to go to
out.
that.
Go
yeah,
see that if you
yeah.
can
Look
see
that up because I don't remember where it's.
Yeah, John
it's
Carpenter
It's
playing
like in
music.
Japan, I think, or something like that.
Really?
Yeah,
They did Carpenter in Japan?
it's something like that.
Something like that.
I'll find it out and put some information on the screen when I edit.
Yep.
But yeah, we could do Christine next week if you want.
We could do Christine.
Have you seen it in a
Oh,
while?
I have seen it. I definitely watched it in the last year, easily.
Oh, shit.
So
Yeah, me it's been like 3 or 4.
I know. I'm huge. I like the early Stephen King movies too. Like I like, your
Well, I watched Stand By Me a few months ago.
See, Stand By Me. I don't really count as a horror movie. That's more of like
It's definitely not a horror movie.
It's a coming of age kind of adventure movie
Yeah,
almost. But
no,
like,
it's-
no, I really like the early Stephen King works, like the ones that were on TV, like The Stand. You know what I mean? Like It, the ones that came in like the early,
I've
the
seen
early
it.
90s.
I've seen it a few times. I've never actually seen The Stand though.
The Stand's a really long one. That was a made-for-TV movie. The Stand
Mhm.
is a really good one. That was a 6-hour made-for-TV miniseries about the actual Stand book, which is a great book in and of itself. Needful Things. That was another really good one.
Needful
That wasn't a
Things was
TV
good.
movie. That was a full movie. That was Ed Harris.
Yeah, I remember.
Another really good one. And then
Love it.
you have Misery, which Kathy Bates won an Oscar for.
I've seen that a million times.
100,000 times. But it's still really good, though. I think that the movie, that movie is not as violent as the book was. Because if you read the book, she chops the dude's foot off and blowtorches the stump. She cuts his thumb off. She smashes his knee, and she's very nice to him in the movie. I mean, she hobbles him at one point, but I mean, you can break my foot if you're not gonna chop the foot off. You know what I mean? Like, if we've got to do something to my feet and I'm gonna be incapacitated for a while, just leave them for me. You know, I'll heal later. So I didn't like Cujo. Wasn't a fan of Cujo.
Oh, I liked Cujo, but I haven't seen it since I was a little kid.
Oh yeah, that's another one I haven't seen in 100 years. But so yeah, we'll talk about.
Maybe next week we'll do some sort of top 5 favorite 80s horror flicks. We'll
80s
talk
horrors.
about them.
We'll each do 5.
You do 5, I'll do 5.
Yeah, sounds good.
And even if we agree on one, we'll pick a different one so we can talk about something else.
So
yeah, we'll do that next week.
Yeah, we'll do 80s flicks. The other thing I wanted to do was top 5 of 2015. Because there's been some fantastic movies this year.
Oh, it's a good. Oh, we should do that first because it's the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that first. We'll do top 5.
Yeah, next week we'll do top 5 best of 2015. Because if you haven't been watching, the world of horror has been fantastic this year. There's been some great movies out there. It Follows, Deathgasm, Turbo Kid. You know what I mean? What We Do in the Shadows was okay, listed in the top ones. There's a couple other ones that I'd heard about that were listed like February. Did you hear about that one?
No.
There's another one that's a psychological thriller that has Emma Roberts in it. That was supposed to be a really great one. Goodnight Mommy was another one that was listed.
I want to see that.
Still want to see it. Can't find it. Not in, not without subtitles.
I think I'm
still
just
looking.
I'll just buy it.
You can buy it. So, Babadook. A lot of people like the
I
Babadook.
love the fucking Babadook.
God, I have my issues with the Babadook.
Damn, that movie was awesome.
I'll explain next week my issues with the Babadook, but
I
I
watched it at work while you sat behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have my problems with the Babadook.
love that movie.
So, but
yeah, we'll talk about that next week.
Anyway, it's going to wrap us up for this week, folks. Thank you for watching again. Subscribe for more episodes. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. This has been The Horror Word with Shaded Purd.